It's once again time to review a retro-style platformer. This time around, it's Foxyland, a very cute-looking one for sure. But should it land immediately onto your console? Or would frolicking with this fox be a mistake? Foxyland is very much a retro-style platformer, and as far as ones that we've seen in modern day, it's relatively basic. The game does have a tiny story with you trying to rescue your girlfriend, but really that's about it as far as any plot. The game's levels are rather generic in setup. The theme for them is the same throughout every one of the game's levels, and your goal in each is also the same. Collect all of the diamonds, which opens up the goal at the end, and then you're able to go through. Sometimes you'll have to travel through a level, hit a switch, and then do some backtracking to get some of the diamonds you weren't able to get right away, but other than that, levels are very basic in design. The controls are simple enough. The platforming, though, leaves a bit to be desired. It's not bad by any means, and for those who have played a million platformers, you'll have no problem playing through the game, but it does feel a tad off, and while nothing was overly difficult, there was a numerous amount of little cheap deaths and the like throughout that could have been reconciled with better control. There's no real bosses or anything to deal with in the game. There's a handful of enemies, but honestly very little in variety to the different enemy types. Some levels do have walls that kind of crush you, whether from below or from the left or right side. At least that changes up the gameplay a tiny bit, but honestly, it's about as basic as you can get for a retro-style platformer. Along with the diamonds that you're collecting, there are these cherries that you collect as well, and you can spend the cherries in the shop to buy some new accessories for your character. You can't see what you're about to buy, so it's kind of a gamble when you're about to spend whatever cherries you have on that particular item. As well as they don't do anything other than just aesthetically change the character a bit. It would have been nice if they added some different stats or something to make it worth going after the cherries to get this various equipment. From the technical side of things, I didn't have any problems as far as crashing or major glitching. Foxyland is available on the PlayStation 4 for $4.99. It does feature a Platinum trophy and is cross-buy with the PlayStation Vita. The game is also available on Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC, where it is a bit cheaper. Overall, while I think Foxyland is cute as far as the main character, and for a retro platformer it's harmless, but it really just feels like it's thrown together with the basics of what makes a platformer instead of really trying to make a great one. Of course, it is cheap, so it's not going to hurt your wallet if you do pick it up, but even at $4.99, it's a bit hard to recommend unless you're desperate for another platformer. With everything said, I'm going to be giving Foxyland on the PS4 a 5 out of 10. That's going to wrap up this review though. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.